What is going on, guys? It's Jack and welcome back to another video. And first and foremost, thank you very much for the massive amount of support on recent videos. And you know, support just before we move on here in this commentary, before we start to get all giggity. One thing I wanted to say is that support isn't necessarily just the amount of views you get. Sometimes it's the thought that counts, and those comments, believe it or not, they mean quite a lot to me. You know, they make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and just I can feel it already. But anyway, what is today's video about? Well, you guys remember way back in the day when I made a video talking about Clan Wars and how I wanted to do Clan Wars, and I was so hyped and excited about Modern Warfare, and look how that turned out. However, till this day, there are still many people on both PlayStation and Xbox as well, because I've got pretty much all the recent Call of Duty games on both consoles. So I got people on PlayStation and Xbox, even till this day, or recently, still messaging me, asking me, hey, are you recruiting? Any updates on Clan Wars? So-and-so. And so, with that being said, I'm going to need your help on this one. So without further ado, let's get into the gameplay commentary. As always, it's going to be uncircumcised, uncut, unedited, well, depending on how you look at it. And, of course, if you can't handle the language, then this video is definitely not going to be for you. Or if you can't handle my kind of sense of humor, then this video is definitely not going to be for you, because I'm a little crazy, you know. And speaking of clans, I mean, I know I look like a ninja, and I look like I belong in a clan, but in terms of Call of Duty clans, there's just so much to talk about, because quite frankly, I could use your help, because I don't know what the fuck to do, and I'm out of motherfucking ideas, and Modern Warfare is worse than the shit that was in my toilet earlier. And I can tell you, it was some really bad shit. Let's get on to the commentary. Alright guys, so Clan Wars. Quite frankly, I have been stumbling when it comes to ideas in terms of what to do with Clan Wars, because as I mentioned just now over a minute ago that, well, I'm still getting messages from so many of you guys, both on Xbox and PlayStation. You guys are wondering, am I recruiting? What's going on with Clan Wars? All that kind of stuff. Well, you know, as much as I'd love to make this entire video ranting and shitting on Modern Warfare, I figured I really don't need to, especially since so many people are doing it. But at the same time, I don't want to really disrespect the people that are enjoying the game for one reason or another. Some people are enjoying the game because they like Spec Ops, some people are enjoying the game because they like Campaign, and some people are enjoying the game because they're a bunch of camping pussies. I mean, let's just be real here. So I don't really want to start any wars, but at the same time, you know, if somebody talks shit to me, I will talk shit to them back, whether it's in the comments section or not. So if you want to talk shit, go right ahead. But anyway, with that being said, with the entire game, it's pretty easy to say that, well, when it comes to Clan Wars and when it just comes to Call of Duty in general, there's just so many people that are playing different Call of Duty games, and they're playing on different consoles. And here's the thing that sucks in terms of with Modern Warfare, in my opinion, and a lot of you guys agree with me on this, that the fact that you're disappointed in Modern Warfare, to put it nicely, the problem is that they've got crossplay, and no other Call of Duty before it has crossplay. So that's kind of a problem. But the good news is that, number one, I have most of the recent Call of Duty games on both consoles, and number two, I've got time on weekends. So if Clan Wars were to happen, they would take place on a weekend. But the problem is, like, what would we go for? Now, to assemble a clan and to get everybody together, believe it or not, as time-consuming as that would be, and it wouldn't be just me. I already have a few people in mind that would kind of help me with that. I haven't really spoken to them in depth just yet, but I've kind of mentioned a couple of things on Twitter DMs, but very brief things, and I haven't really been talking to a lot of people. But the thing is, I really just don't know where to start and how to make it happen, because quite frankly, it's like you got to have a purpose for having a clan, right? Other than just being an organization, you got to have a purpose for being a clan war or something. There's got to be something to go for. I mean, just because I'm not like, well, actually just thinking about it now as I do this commentary, and for those of you guys that are new here, I don't script my commentaries. I kind of go with the flow, so to speak. I kind of make it like a podcast style, which is one of the reasons why my videos have been longer lately, and you know, I try to keep them to be 10 minutes or longer, but the thing is, like, I like to do things kind of podcast style. And by the way, spoiler alert, pretty soon there will be podcasts with guests on the channel, so look forward to that, and I'm actually taking small steps to making that happen, so be on the lookout, because it's going to happen, and it's going to happen fairly soon as well, unless I get run over by a car tomorrow or something like that. But anyway, But the thing is, there are a whole bunch of organizations out there that are very, very well established. We got guys like Carnage, we got guys like Doom, and we got all these kind of things. But these guys are also like, how do I put this? They've got like, granted, you could find great players. They're not just limited to those clans. You could find great players. But the thing is, I want to do something, I don't know, a little bit beyond that. I don't know how to put it. I don't understand. See, the thing is, like, I can create an organization, but I don't know if that's exactly what I want to go for. I mean, I want my channel to be pretty much its own thing, so to speak, but at the same time, I mean, I could, if I wanted to, I can make a separate channel based on the clan, and those are pretty much the only ideas that I have, because originally the idea was to get content creators together and all that kind of stuff, and granted, it could have its own channel and all that kind of stuff, and we can collaborate with both people that do YouTube as well as people that that basically are just players that take Call of Duty seriously, or even the players that don't take Call of Duty seriously and only play on weekends when they have time or whatnot, that are good at the game, or they just like having fun with the game and they just want to participate in something like that. Those are the only kind of ideas that I have as of now, and I wanted to make this video to kind of explain to you guys and to tell you where my thoughts are at, because I could use your help. And there are those of you out there that are not just content creators as well, but there are people out there that are creative and they can come up with ideas that I never even thought about. So I'm very open to something like that. And the thing is, when you have many Call of Duties in the mix, it's kind of harder to make it happen, because usually when you look at different organizations at different clans, they usually just concentrate on the new Call of Duty that's released. But the question I have is, how do you make that happen, but with focusing on multiple Call of Duties with the different platforms, and how do you choose and all that kind of stuff? I mean, you could do it every week, you could do it every month. I don't know. I mean, I think we can do it every month, because let's see. In terms of leaderboards, like, just to give you an example, like leaderboards, for instance, they're pretty much limited to monthly, at least in recent Call of Duties. They used to be weekly, monthly, and then it would be the whole career life cycle or whatnot, but I don't know. There would have to be a purpose. Like, as a clan, you would have to go after something in the game. And you could play multiple game modes and stuff like that, and that's cool and all, but it just depends on what you're going after as a clan. And at the same time, it's like, well, one account is just one account, so I don't know. It's just really confusing. So if any of you guys have any ideas in terms of if you're interested in a clan, which a lot of you, according to Xbox Live and PSN messages that I've been receiving, you guys are still wondering, and you're wondering if I'm recruiting and all that kind of stuff. So, and I think it's kind of a blessing that not many people are enjoying Modern Warfare, so to speak, and they're not happy with it, because the thing is, it really opens a door for not just to be limited to one Call of Duty, or not just to be limited to one console. In terms of, as far as I'm concerned, I've got most of the games on both consoles, but unfortunately, Modern Warfare is the only Call of Duty game that's cross-platform. So the thing is, there's that dilemma as well. So would I like to get something together that we can get together and kind of pretty much do every weekend as a community of content creators and players that just want to be involved in any way, shape, or form? That would be a lot of fun. And as I've mentioned in the beginning of the video, I have time on weekends now, and it just seems it seems reasonable, and it makes all the sense in the world for things like this to happen on weekends. So, and the thing is, you don't have to devote an amazing amount of time into this, whether you're a content creator or a YouTuber. I understand that life happens and we all have things going on. Whether you're younger or older, sooner or later something is going to pop up, and you're not going to be able to play as much as you want, or there's going to be times where you're just not going to be able to play. And that's where I kind of want to create the balance as well, because I understand. And a lot of these organizations like Carnage and Doom and stuff like that, not only do they have a big amount of people, which I personally think that would be easy, actually. I think it would be really easy to find a good amount of people, especially if I work in collaboration with other content creators as well, and we can get more and more people known out there. Those smaller channels that are basically having a hard time growing. So the thing is that, what ideas would you guys have in mind if you wanted to do this? So, and that was basically the purpose of making this video. I wanted to give you guys my attention, because a lot of you guys have been wondering about it. So I've been going back and forth. I thought about it for like a day or two while I was playing. I was like, how do I do this? How can we do this? What's the purpose? We got to aim for something. We got to go for something. And I pretty much, since things have changed in terms of Modern Warfare's expectations, and it just seems like, well, it's, you know, we can't go for leaderboards. We can't, you know, getting players together will be a little bit harder because of the lack of cross-playing previous Call of Duties. And it's like, what else can you do in previous Call of Duties that other people will want to participate in, and at the same time, things that other people wouldn't mind watching as well, or getting together to do. So it's kind of like we all have to kind of see eye on this. So if you guys think it's a great idea to basically just, let's say, just an example, to even create a channel based off of this clan and just have a channel dedicated to this clan alone and things like that, and mention people as well on this channel and in the other channels of the people that want to participate, I'm all for it. But again, there's got to be a purpose, and I'm having trouble finding purpose. And it has to go beyond desire. There's got to be more to it than just wanting to it. You gotta head somewhere. You gotta have purpose. There's got to be something. You got to be doing this for something. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. I'll leave my Twitter down in the description below, and I will be getting in touch with other content creators out there via Twitter or maybe possibly Discord. Shout out to those of you guys that have gotten in touch with me on Discord before. There's not many of you, but you know who you are if you watch this video. So I will be looking forward to collaborating with you guys in the comment section of this video and or on Twitter, as well as other content creators that are interested. And we're talking content creators that are either slightly or either smaller than me or slightly bigger than me, because again, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, there's no way in hell I can reach out to somebody that's got so many more subscribers, because I feel like that would be disrespectful, because I feel like I'd be taking advantage of them. And at the same time, what would they get in return? They'd get very little, if not anything, in return. And for me, I'd be getting anything out of it because they have a lot more people that watch them. So, you know, there's got to be that in a sense. So a little bit bigger than me is fine, or you know, bigger than me is fine, but obviously smaller than me is great, but just a little bit bigger than me would be just fine in terms of, you know, the amount of subs or people that watch or whatnot. So got to stay within the realm and then grow within that, and then as we progress, then we can reach out to more people. But that's basically how the cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, I've gone overtime in this, so as you can tell, my mind is all over the place. So let me know down in the comments section. Help me out if you're interested in doing it. If you're not interested, it's always something that we can either leave till later, or we can just, you know, continue on at a later time, or we can turn this into something else. We can go from Clan Wars into something completely different, that one of you out there that is totally creative and has thought of something that I haven't or anybody else hasn't, and you guys can give me feedback if you want to. And that's all I got for this one, guys. If you enjoyed this video, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know what I could do to make my videos better, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.